All right, traders, to watch this video for Monday, June 22nd. Wow, time flies. Showing you the SPY daily here, gapped up, kind of had one of those bearish engulfing candles, so really a pretty ugly day as far as the SPY goes. Some really nice calls in the chat room. I'll highlight a couple real quick. AHPIs, for those of you that didn't make it on Friday. I really loved this call. You see it right there. Kevin P. I'd already called AHPI, I believe, right here. Gave a decent little trade, but then this was really pretty. So then, once it breaks its high, pulls back and does this little cup and handle. Kevin P typed out that it had topped out, hit 1130 like 3 times, and had another catalyst just above on the daily chart. So the idea is the cup and handle break over 1130. And look at that. Those are 5-minute candles. So it goes up to 12.80, $1.50 in about 10 minutes from his call. That's what we look for. That's what we want. We want stocks that are going to work right away, so you're never underwater. And then APT, I called this second mouse back through 16 here. There's your opening candle. So it opened right at 16, and the high of day was 1609. So you've got the red to green, plus the high of day above, plus yesterday's high just above that. So we had stacked catalyst plus a red to green on a recent high flyer and a whole number inflection point. I'm not going to not take that. I even said it had been running for like 10 or so minutes. I said, usually this would be too Rule 29-ish for me, right? It'd be too far, too fast. I'm not going to take this through 16. But I said over the mic, guys, if this breaks 16, I'm taking it. I have to, because there's too many things lining up. And you see we got that really nice move to 1735. So there's a couple little trades, nice trades that were in the chat. There were several others, but I just want to throw a couple highlights in. Go back to the SPY real quick, and I'm gonna slide this over. These are all my trades in June. I had a couple winners at the end of the day, and I'd already taken the screenshots. There's probably a couple more green dots up there if I took a new screenshot, but this is June for me. And the point I'm trying to make here is green dots, by the way, are new highs for the year. So just so you know, I'm not just showing June. I'm also at highs for the year in my account. But I think there's a bigger point here, and I've been trading for decades, and what I tweeted was, day trading is hard, right? There's just no question. There's no getting around it. I'll slide this down a little bit so you can kind of see the date range there, right? I've been trading for decades, and I still have periods. This was about 100 trades where I went pretty much sideways. So I struggle at times. The markets change, and you have to adapt. What you don't want to see is, a big 50% retracement of your gains. So you could argue this is kind of a consolidation before the next move higher. But my point is, people that are out there tweeting how easy trading is and it's just easy money, it's not. I've been doing this decades, and I had about 100 trades of sideways action before I was able to kind of get a new feel for the market changes and get back in a groove, right? So don't ever let anyone tell you it's easy, because it's not. It takes a lot of hard work and, as I always say, unrelenting discipline, right? Anyway, what am I watching for Monday? APT, again, a mask play. A lot of municipalities, including the whole state of California, are mandating masks due to a COVID resurgence. It's worth noting that APT is 4 green days in a row, kind of up into some resistance, but also you could argue near breakout. But it's had a big move. I'd like to see this consolidate for a couple of days, but I am going to put it on watch. Whoops, I typed that wrong. DGLY had this huge move back here. This is body cameras for police, and came right down to the buy zone on the daily and curved right back up, topped out at exactly the half. So certainly worth watching with a proper setup tomorrow over 450. I also want to keep an eye on DGLY themselves for news, because they've been kind of steady announcing new contracts, new purchases from different police departments throughout the country. So if they land a big city or something like that, and I happen to catch that news right when it happens, I'll probably be taking some size there, because this one can move when it moves. PGEN had this pop back here. It's kind of flagging. So you could almost call Friday day one of a breakout of this kind of flag pattern. And it topped out right at 499. So maybe through 5 on Monday. We'll see what it looks like. VIR, pretty whippy trader here. But back here, it hit 42.40. And again, kind of a COVID play. So with a resurgence, hit 42.08 on Friday. So it's kind of interesting over this break out of this, I don't know, 6-week range, whatever that is. Maybe it's a 1-month range. FRSX, nice curl up on Friday. Still a lot of bag holders here, but a fairly strong close. I'm going to watch for a follow-through day there. I believe there was an article about them. Neon Big Pop, N-E-O-N, Big Pop on Thursday. Quiet inside day on Friday. Be looking for a third day play. YCBD, pretty interesting setup here. You had this big kind of 2-day run that topped out at 219, and then on Friday topped out at exactly 2. I love this through 2. Maybe then it takes out that 219. Close eye on this one on Monday. I believe that's a pot play. XRT. That is not supposed to be XRT. It's supposed to be XRF. Don't know why I typed XR. XRT is actually what's typed in my notes. So as I'm babbling here, I'm going to correct that. All right. Pretty interesting chart here. Popped to barely over 3 right here. Gave it all back. Then broke through 3. Lower high right at 3. And then this is really kind of a nice little flag pattern. I like this over 3 maybe on Monday. But you could also say a break at 284. Friday's high might be enough to get it through 3, which might be enough to get it to challenge 340 and a big breakout over that. So I do like this chart pattern a lot on XRF. DYAI. Kind of have a tight coiling pattern here after this big pop. So I do want to watch that. It's a thinner stock. Be careful with it. And then CLIR had this big move last week. Then another big move, but a reversal. Couple days lower. But kind of a couple, bottoming tails right here 2 days in a row. So they're buying it down here under the 220 area, and it topped out at 248. So I kind of like this over Friday's high on Monday, maybe through 250, or we'll watch it for one of our intraday bounce play setups. Pretty short list going into Monday, but we'll add some gappers to this as well. And I'll see y'all in chat. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.